So this video is going to be talking about there's no time limit on your healing process, and you're able to talk about things as long as you feel like you want to talk about it. When you have went through years of trauma and when you went through years of abuse, you're going to take years to try to uncover and to unravel that. It's going to take almost equivalent the same amount of time it was that you went through whatever you went through for you to come out on the other side. And I feel like sometimes that when we are in our healing journey, people they want you kind of wrap things up pretty quick. It's like you can't really speak on a particular subject too long because it's like you're harping on the same thing. You're talking about the same thing over and over, or a better one, you just won't let it go. And I think that's the most disrespectful thing to say to somebody when they are trying to express themselves and they are healing, because healing comes in different stages. As we know, healing starts from the inside out, right? So while you are healing, there's going to be different moments where you're going to be healed in one area where you can speak on something. In this particular area, you can't speak on it yet, but as you get closer to that time, now you're healed and you can speak on it. There's layers of certain things, and it may still be under the same umbrella in terms of the conversation, right? Say, like for me, I'm going to use myself as an example. If I'm talking about my childhood trauma, specifically with my mom being my first bully, that's going to be like the umbrella. And then there's going to be so many different layers that's going to be underneath where I'm going to be talking about it. It's still the same topic, but it took years for me to get out of that headspace. It took years for me to build myself up. It took years. Why did it take years? Because it was years that I was traumatized. I was abused for years. So it's going to take years for me to come on the other side. And what I have learned is if I keep quiet when I want to express myself, I'm acting just like I was when I was a small child, and people would try to intimidate me and tell me, oh, you talk too much. You need to be quiet. You're doing too much. You don't need to say everything that comes to your mind. Why not? And I'm saying within the right context. You get what I'm saying? But why not? Why can't I sit here and express myself? And the people who want you to shut up so fast, I feel like, or the people who just want to continue to abuse you, or they just genuinely don't give a damn about you or what you got going on. So it's like they don't want to hear nothing you saying. But obviously, those people, you cut them out your life because you have to heal. And we all heal in different ways. Whether you're going to a therapist, you're talking to your friends and family, you're picking up this phone like I am, and you're talking on social media. There's so many different ways to heal and to connect with people. There's not a one size fit all. What may work for somebody else may not work for you. But what I have learned is when you have went through something so traumatic, so traumatic, right? You're not going to be able to just act like, oh, one day I'm healed, everything is fine. You talk about it one time and then you let it go. It does not work like that. And I don't want anybody to feel like when they come across my page, like, oh, she's talking about the same thing. Because if you do feel like that, then clearly you never went through nothing traumatic. Every time I get a new revelation, every time I'm in a new space where I have healed and I want to speak on it, I'm going to speak on it. It still may be under the same umbrella, under the same topic conversation, but it's still new information. And you just don't know, like, as you're healing yourself, how much it may be helping someone else heal. People may not come to you and tell you that, that's here nor there. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're a person like me and God has equipped you with the words, and I don't even want to say words as if like I use all these big intelligent words, but I know I have a gift. I have a gift where I can speak a thing and it's like I can draw people in. I don't have to do too much, and that's very apparent and evident, and it's a gift. That's not something that everybody's able to do. Just pick up a phone and kind of bull crap around. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all the videos I make I'm just bull crapping around, but what I'm saying is, like, I do not have to curse. I don't have to show my body. I don't have to sit here and exploit myself to connect with people. You get what I'm saying? And that is a beautiful thing, because God knew that with my gift, not only will I be able to heal myself, but I can heal other people. And while you're doing that, there's going to be a lot of people, like I said, and what I'm talking about doing that is healing. There's going to be a lot of people who may not understand you. They don't understand why you are moving the way you are, and that's okay. But as long as you know why you're doing what you're doing, that's all that matters. Remember, healing comes in layers. And when you have went through something very traumatic, whether it was abuse or whatever the case may be, give yourself grace, give yourself time. And if you talk about the same thing over and over and over until it makes sense to you, when you're able to come to peace with it, so be it. Just do not ever shut up. And I hate to say it like that, but so many times I have heard people say, like, oh, you keep talking about the same thing, you need to let it go, you need to let it go. No, actually, I've let go of the trauma and the pain, but I'm not going to let it go in terms of me expressing myself. I'm allowed to express myself, and so should anybody else. And like I said, there's no time frame. I just want to keep saying that, because people assume, like, oh, well, after you went through something, you get this amount of time to talk about it. And once that time limit is up, like, they don't want to hear no more about it. And that right there is not gonna, it's not gonna benefit you in any type of, it's not going to benefit you in any type of way. Like, you literally have to surround yourself with people who are like-minded. And if you don't have anybody who's like-minded, then pick up the phone, like myself, and connect with people online. But don't feel like, oh, you can't talk about something because it didn't happen 10 years ago and people looking at you like you living in the past. No, I'm not living in the past. You are learning from your past. You are trying to understand your past. You are reflecting on your past. You're not living there.